This article is about the mythological figure for the moon of Jupiter, see Io. Io was, in Greek mythology, one of the mortal lovers of Zeus. She was an ancestor of Cadmus and Danaus. Legend. In most versions of the legend, Io was the daughter of Inachus, though various other purported genealogies are also known. Pausanias suggest that she is the daughter of Iasus, who himself was either the son of Argus Panoptis and Ismene, the daughter of Asopus, or of Triopa and Sosis. Io's mother in the latter case was Lucana. Io's father was called Perun in the catalogue of women, and by Acusilaus, possibly a son of the elder Argus, also known as Pyrrhus, Pyranthes or Persis. Io may therefore be identical to Callithea, daughter of Pyranthes, as is suggested by Hesychius of Alexandria. Io was a priestess of the goddess Hera in Argos, whose cult her father Inachus was supposed to have introduced to Argos. Zeus noticed Io, a mortal woman, and lusted after her. In the version of the myth told in Prometheus Bound, she initially rejected Zeus' advances, until her father threw her out of his house on the advice of oracles. According to some stories, Zeus then turned Io into a heifer in order to hide her from his wife. Others maintain that Hera herself transformed Io. In the version of the story in which Zeus transformed Io, the deception failed, and Hera begged Zeus to give her the heifer as a present, which, having no reason to refuse, he did. Hera then sent Argus Panoptis, who had 100 eyes, to watch Io and prevent Zeus from visiting her, and so Zeus sent Hermes to distract and eventually slay Argus. According to Ovid, he did so by first lulling him to sleep by playing the panpipes and telling stories. Zeus freed Io, still in the form of a heifer. In order to exact her revenge, Hera sent a gadfly to sting Io continuously, driving her to wander the world without rest. Io eventually crossed the path between the Propontis and the Black Sea, which thus acquired the name Bosphorus, where she met Prometheus, who had been chained on Mount Caucasus by Zeus. Prometheus comforted Io with the information that she would be restored to human form and become the ancestress of the greatest of all heroes, Heracles. Io escaped across the Ionian Sea to Egypt, where she was restored to human form by Zeus. There, she gave birth to Zeus's son Epiphus, and a daughter as well, Keroessa. She later married Egyptian king Telegonus. Their grandson, Danaus, eventually returned to Greece with his 50 daughters, as recalled in Aeschylus' play The Suppliants. The myth of Io must have been well known to Homer, who often calls Hermes Argifontes, meaning Argus Slayer. Walter Burkert notes that the story of Io was told in the ancient epic tradition at least 4 times, of which we have traces in the Danaes, in the Pharaonis. Pharaonius founded the cult of Hera, according to Hyginus of Fabulae 274 and 143, in a fragment of the Hesiodic Igemios, as well as in similarly fragmentary Hesiodic catalogue of women. A mourning commemoration of Io was observed at the Heraion of Argos into classical times. The ancients connected Io with the moon, and in Aeschylus Prometheus Bound, where Io encounters Prometheus, she refers to herself as the Horned Virgin, both bovine and lunar. In popular culture, in the 2010 film Clash of the Titans, Io was portrayed by British actress Gemma Arterton. The character was a major deviation from Greek mythology. Instead of being Zeus' lover, she was portrayed as a guide to Perseus. Her transformation into a cow was also not mentioned. Instead, she was cursed with agelessness for refusing a god's romantic advances. Despite confirming her return for Wrath of the Titans in September 2010, Arterton did not reprise her role for unknown reasons. Instead, it is revealed that Io died shortly after Perseus's battle with Medusa but later resurrected by Zeus. but later died before the beginning in Wraith of the Titans, as Perseus is seen placing stones on her grave. Australian writer Ursula Dubosarskis played a girl who was turned into a cow, first published in the NSW School magazine, is based on the myth of Io. In Persona 3, Io is the starting persona of Yukari Takeba.